We were talking about that last night with the staff a little bit. Just, we want to have a very physical training camp. There's limitations to what you can do, but, we want to come out of this thing knowing the emphasis of winning the line of scrimmage. Like, that's really important to us, both offensively and defensively. How we want to play, be a physical style team, both offensively and defensively. And so I would say that maximize our padded practices. Obviously got the work coming up against the Rams here in a couple weeks, and that's the big emphasis right now.
The Dallas Cowboys are in the midst of a dramatic and potentially transformative shift on offense under the direction of offensive coordinator turned head coach Brian Schottenheimer. And the changes being implemented are not just tweaks or minor adjustments, they represent a wholesale reimagining of how this team moves the ball, prepares, and even thinks. While fans are familiar with the ups and downs of a Cowboys team that has perennially underperformed in the postseason, what's happening behind the scenes at training camp in Oxnard is garnering attention not just from players and coaches, but from analysts and insiders across the NFL. It starts at the top with Schottenheimer, a longtime coordinator whose fingerprints are now all over the Dallas offensive identity. Known for his history of run-first philosophies and ability to tailor systems to the personnel at hand, Schottenheimer is bringing in a physical, aggressive, motion-heavy scheme that emphasizes unpredictability, deception, and tempo, three things the Cowboys' offense sorely lacked in recent years. He's come out and stated that this is going to be a physical team, and that physicality isn't just about smashing the ball between the tackles. It's about controlling the line of scrimmage, being dominant on first down, and creating situations where the offense dictates the terms to the defense. This kind of tone setting is reflected in everything the Cowboys are doing during the offseason and training camp. New position coaches have been brought in who align with this vision, especially on the offensive line, where a new approach to blocking schemes, both zone and gap, is being taught to maximize versatility and keep defenses guessing. It's a significant change from the static, often predictable offense of the past, which relied too much on raw talent and not enough on systemic advantages. Players have taken notice, too. Running back Miles Sanders, one of the key offseason acquisitions, has gone on record saying that this offense is being designed to go through the run game. That's not something we've heard out of Dallas since the early Ezekiel Elliott years, and even then, it felt more like an afterthought than an actual guiding principle. With Sanders, Javonte Williams, and rookie backs vying for touches, this new offense is expected to pound the ball early and often, but not just for the sake of tradition. The running game is being used strategically as a setup for play action and RPO looks, which are becoming central components of this playbook. Schottenheimer isn't interested in running for the sake of it. He wants to use every run to build towards something: a fake, a bootleg, a motion drag, a misdirection shot play. That kind of integrated philosophy has been lacking in Dallas for years. Dak Prescott, entering one of the most important years of his career, is thriving in this environment, according to insiders. The pre-snap motion and shifts are designed to give Dak clearer pre-snap reads, allowing him to diagnose coverages and identify matchups before the ball is even snapped. The quarterback is no longer being asked to carry the entire offense on his back through raw arm talent or improvisation. Instead, the system is giving him more tools to succeed, and that should pay dividends over a full season. The use of tempo has also been emphasized heavily. In past years, Dallas would huddle often, burn play clocks, and operate at a slower, sometimes plodding pace. Not anymore. Schottenheimer wants his offense to be like a basketball team, running fast breaks, getting to the line quickly, pressuring defenses with rapid calls and plays, and forcing opponents into vanilla coverages because they don't have time to substitute or communicate. That's a massive shift in philosophy, and one that's already producing visible changes in how the team practices. You'll see Dak walking to the line while receivers are still moving into place, the backs are ready for checkdowns and motion, and the tight ends are aligned in stacked or bunch formations to create natural pick plays and mismatches. The offensive line is being taught to play fast and with controlled aggression, with new cadences designed to keep defensive linemen off balance. Even the huddle itself has been reduced in importance, with more no-huddle and hurry-up elements being integrated into daily reps. These may seem like small adjustments, but they add up to a completely different look and feel for this offense. For defenses used to the old Dallas blueprint lineup, snap, and throw, it's going to be a nightmare. Perhaps the most interesting aspect of these changes is how the wide receivers are being utilized. CeeDee Lamb is still the centerpiece, but with the addition of George Pickens, there's a legitimate outside threat who can command safety help and create one-on-one opportunities for Lamb, Ferguson, and even the running backs out of the backfield. Pickens has reportedly taken to the offense well and commented that all the motion is helping to clarify what the defense is doing pre-snap. That's the magic of this kind of system. It's not just about disguise for the offense, it's about uncovering the defense. Pre-snap motion forces defenses to reveal their hand. If a corner travels with a man, it's likely man coverage. If the defense doesn't shift, it's likely zone. Those clues are being baked into the play design, and receivers are being trained to read and react in real time. That means more option routes, more freedom to find space, and more opportunities to exploit weak zones. This requires high football IQ, which players like Lamb and Pickens certainly have, but it also requires reps, chemistry, and trust, something that Schottenheimer and his staff are drilling day in and day out. The tight ends are getting a major boost in this new scheme as well. Jake Ferguson, now entering his prime, is being used in more motion, play-action leak routes, and red zone concepts. Rookie Brevin Spanford is earning looks in 2 tight end sets, giving the offense more size and physicality at the point of attack. This has created a renewed emphasis on 12 personnel, a package that allows Dallas to run or pass equally well without tipping their hand. From this formation, the Cowboys can stretch the field with play-action deep shots or pound the rock inside with Sanders or Williams. The beauty of it lies in the balance. It forces the defense to stay honest and creates mismatches against both linebackers and safeties. And it's not just lip service, the coaching staff is committed to this identity. Their scripting series during practice specifically out of 12 personnel, ensuring the team gets comfortable with it under multiple game scenarios: goal line, third and short, and second and long situations. That type of comprehensive preparation is new for Dallas, and it speaks to how methodically Schottenheimer is building this playbook from the ground up. Even the quarterback cadence is changing. Dak's well-known "here we go" cadence has become so recognizable that defenses have been timing their jumps based on it. Schottenheimer and QB coach Scott Tolzien are experimenting with new cadence formats, some silent, some staggered, others that use verbal misdirection. This may seem trivial to fans, but cadence is a critical part of offensive timing and deception. Changing it forces defensive linemen to hesitate, reducing the effectiveness of edge rushes and stunts. However, these changes aren't without risk. Altering a quarterback's cadence too much, too quickly can lead to false starts, mistimed snaps, and broken plays, especially in loud stadiums. But Schottenheimer seems willing to take that risk in order to reset the tone of the offense. This also suggests that he views the offense as too predictable last season and is trying to inject an element of uncertainty not just in scheme, but in rhythm and timing as well. The offensive line is another area where the Cowboys are investing heavily. With multiple new faces and emerging veterans, including Tyler Smith and rookie additions like Cooper Beebe, the line is being retrained with new blocking rules that accommodate both power and zone concepts. This kind of hybrid approach allows for flexibility. If the defense is undersized, they'll run power downhill. If the defense overcommits, they'll stretch and cut back using zone. The versatility of the line is critical to executing Schottenheimer's vision, which is why offensive line coach Connor Riley is drilling fundamentals harder than ever before. He's focused on violent hands, quick hips, and the ability to move laterally while maintaining leverage. This isn't just about blocking, it's about setting up the chessboard. Every block, every motion, every shift has a purpose. All of this is happening within a new culture that emphasizes accountability, competition, and ownership. There were reports of fights breaking out during early training camp sessions. Some may see that as a negative, but in many cases, it reflects intensity and passion. When players are fighting for roles in a new offense, and when coaches are demanding physicality, tempers can flare. But what matters is how the coaching staff responds. Schottenheimer addressed the team, reinforced standards, and even adjusted locker room dynamics to maintain focus. That kind of leadership is essential in a transitional phase like this. Players like Dak and Lamb are stepping into larger leadership roles as well, reinforcing the message and keeping the locker room aligned. It's no longer enough to be talented. In this version of the Cowboys, you have to be smart, tough, and disciplined. Ultimately, what Dallas is doing right now is retooling their offense from the foundation of not just switching plays, but reprogramming philosophy. Schottenheimer has created a system that's versatile, aggressive, and tailored to his personnel. It's built around motion, tempo, deception, and balance. It empowers the quarterback, unleashes the run game, and forces the defense to think twice. And it's not just theoretical, it's already being implemented daily at camp, in drills, meetings, and scrimmages. The players are buying in, and the early returns suggest that the Cowboys' offense is about to look very, very different when they hit the field this fall. Whether it translates to playoff success remains to be seen, but one thing is certain, the 2025 Dallas Cowboys are not going to be the same old team, and that's exactly what fans have been waiting for.